I'm here tonight with Matthew. How's the weather down there in Florida?
It's right now it's a little rainy. Uh, it's actually kind of humid and rainy today, so I worked inside most of the day today.
Well,
But
well
as I
we had a little ice this morning, and now it's raining a little bit.
oh okay, yeah, I'm a
Um,
Florida grown person, so me being in cold it doesn't mix too well.
yeah, we're up here in Waynesboro, Virginia. When did you write your first song?
I wrote my first song around the age of I want to say 21. I'm 35 now, so I actually been writing poems since I was really young. Through school, through elementary school and middle school. I've always wrote poems, but I really started getting into songwriting in my early 20s.
Can you remember your first poem or song?
I think it was called Change, I believe. And it
What?
was basically about how people change, and how you have a certain type of relationship. And sometimes people mature or people grow apart and things change and it's not the same anymore. So that's kind of what I was writing about at the time.
Where are you hoping your music would take you?
Uh, right now, I'm pretty much hoping that my music will be heard by the world, really. I mean, that's my dream. Is for people, not just in America, but all over the world, will hear my music, my songs, and be inspired and be touched and be changed and be feel a connection, some sort of connection, some sort of similarity when they hear it that will spark something in them that is a good thing. That's pretty much what I want for the world to hear it and to inspire people.
We're gonna play one of your songs, "Meant to Be."
Okay. Yes, sir.
Um, you got a EP called Love Letters. Um,
Yes, sir.
what was that all about? And do you got a album coming out soon?
Yes, I have actually. The love letters I released the beginning of 2019, um, and that was basically an expression of my relationships with uh, with God, with my children, uh, with my family, and it's just an expression of gratitude and thankfulness. And I mean, there's a lot of different meanings in each song that I released. I released 3 songs on that EP. The first one was Where I Long to Be. The second one was My Love. And the third one was called One With You. And they were just all just pretty much like a introduction to some of the things that I have in mind as far as my artistry is concerned, and the direction I want to take with my music. And I write a lot about love, and I write a lot about relationships. And I think family is very important. I think your relationship with God is important, and I think your relationship with others around you on your daily basis is important. Um, so I just wrote basically those songs about, like back in the old days, early on, before social media, before the internet, when people were in love, the old-fashioned love, the man would write love letters to his woman or to the person that he was, in love with or had a relationship with, and it was special. And so with those songs, I tried to embody that time and try to embody that meaning with those songs. So that's pretty much what that was about. I released Meant to Be the first of 2020 this year, January 1st. And that was just a song that I was working on, and I just felt like releasing it. It was meant to be. I mean, I feel like everybody has someone out there that they're meant to be with. I don't believe I found that person yet, but I believe one day I will. And I feel like people that are in serious relationships feel that way, like I'm meant to be with this person. And I think that's important for that. As far as music coming up, I have a couple singles coming out. I was going to do an album this year, but I decided to do a few singles this year to get myself ready for the end of this year onto next year, where I'll be releasing an album. Because I wanted to get my name out there more in my community, in the surrounding areas, and just try to get myself a bigger fan base and people to get to know who I am and what I represent, pretty much.
You're a God fearing person. Did you sing in the church choir or anything like that?
Yes, sir, I did. I sung in the choir when I was around 5 years old. I had started, and from there, I pretty much been singing all my life in public and in private. I love to sing. It's a great passion of mine, and I love to write as well. And then, like I said, I didn't start really writing until my early 20s songs. But I've always been an avid writer in my youth, and I've always practiced that expression. I've always loved to write in some form. But singing is something I've been doing as well, as really at a really young age, and I really took it more serious in my teens and in my early 20s. And now that I'm, in my late 20s, mid 20s, I started putting out songs and getting more serious about it and discovering that's something I really love to do.
Where can people see your videos, events, and music?
I have several places. You can look me up on YouTube as Matthew Elias McQueen. That's MATTHEW Elias ELIAS McQueen MCQUEEN, like Lightning McQueen, like the Cars Pixar movie. That's my last name, McQueen, like Steve McQueen, the actor. Alexander McQueen, the designer. My last name is McQueen like that. And then you can also look me up on Instagram and check me out there at Matthew_E_McQueen. And then on Facebook, you can look me up on Matthew E. McQueen. And I'm also on Spotify. I'm on iTunes, Apple Music, all your digital platforms. I have music on those platforms as well, so you can check me out there. And this year I'm going to be setting up a couple places to play and to sing, and I'll release those on the website. I'm working on my website right now. It's not yet complete, but it should be up and running end of this month, closing in end of this month, next month. So you'll be able to visit that, look at where I'm going to play. If I have any, things coming up, you'll be able to see the events on my website and other upcoming music and everything else that I have going on there. So.
Well, thanks for being on the show tonight. Enjoyed talking to you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me, Mr. Rich, and thank you for the audience listening. And I just want to say, if anybody's out there, just follow your dreams. Don't give up. Keep writing, keep singing. If you're a musician, if you're an artist, and you'll make a difference, and you have what it takes. So
maybe we'll have you back again sometime.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I appreciate that.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good night.
Hey, you too. Thank you.